Did someone say crafting and cream teas? Let's go. We're parked, we're here. It took about an hour and a quarter to get here. Really easy journey. Let's go in and see what it's like. I can see some other ladies in the car park. You know where you think, oh, do they crochet? Do they knit? We'll go and have a look. So this is Cranage Hall in Cheshire in the UK, and it's a lovely venue. It's got great big open parklands around it. We were actually in this part of the building, so that was lovely. And we are going to a cream tea day. It says crochet and cream tea, but you are welcome to do any crafts you want with the Crochet Sanctuary. So the Crochet Sanctuary is run by Linda and Lisa, who I'll show you in a minute. There was another event going on, so this venue is very good at running events. And we were down in the Babbage room, and there was about, I think, 15 of us, and then Linda and Lisa. And it was a craft all day, and a cream tea would be served at about 2 p.m. So here we are in the room. This is Linda on the right, who I sat next to, and Lisa on the left, and they were so welcoming and friendly. Look at the flowers. I mean, they're beautiful, perfect for a cream tea day. We had music on, which was Bridgerton themed, which was fantastic. When you arrived, because it started about 11:30, you could get a pastry. You could help yourself to tea and coffee and orange juice all day whenever you want. We had a goodie bag. These were in my goodie bag, but I will show you them again later. I didn't, as I say later on, I didn't even know we were getting a goodie bag as well with the day, but isn't this a beautiful colour? And there were a couple of pop-up shops there too, so I'll just walk you around those quickly, and I bought a couple of items. But it's really nice just to have some shops to sort of look round. This is Mrs. G Makes, and I'll show you the items I purchased from her later. She does do project bags, she does stitch markers, needle stoppers, and she does these little cozy things that she makes, which I'll show you in a sec. But it was great to have a look and see some new shops that I hadn't seen before. So this is the cozy thing, but I will show you that later. And then we had this stand. So she had patterns and she had items for sale. So she's called Dear You, EWE, which is the patterns. And I was extremely tempted by the fox, and also by the Highland cow, and also by the sheep at the bottom. But I have so many kits to do that I really, really refrained. That sunflower's nice, isn't it? And then that was a Mr. Pickle, I think, or a cactus. And then we've got mushrooms, obviously. That's so pretty. And then who doesn't need a hero hamster? I'm sure we all need a hero hamster in our lives. And then so she had some lovely patterns that she'd written, and that has got a separate name for the business. Keep Calm and Crochet UK, I think, is the name of the business. But I will link her down below, and we do go through a few things at the end. I really liked that pattern. So I made a couple of purchases. They really weren't expensive, I have to say, very, very good prices. And then we sat down. So we were doing a little bit of crochet. We'd already had a pastry, got to know everybody. Then we did a game of bingo, which, tell you what, it was a refresher for me because I haven't done bingo for years. I had a bit of a panic trying to work it all out, but it was very easy to do. All the numbers go downwards and they all go across in the 10s, 20s. So it was really, really easy. And then we were off doing a little bit of crocheting again. Someone was knitting. Some of the prizes were punch needle. So yeah, lots of different crafts. So this is Linda beside me, and she was helping people with their crochet, with pattern reading, with problems. And I kept asking her about the moss stitch that I was doing. Then this is the cream tea that arrived. There was more than enough food. We did not finish it all. It was really beautiful. I mean, for me, it's always the scone is the main thing. But yeah, then smoked salmon sandwiches. And then I went through some of the projects. So Linda was doing a moss stitch. Lisa was doing a bobble stitch cowl, so that was really nice. That's how it's going to look. And I've written some of the names down. This is a crochet along that the Crochet Sanctuary is doing on their YouTube channel, so do go and check it out. This is a Janie Crow pattern, and it's Sevilla blanket. But it was really beautiful. Actually, just seeing the colours. Amora, you'd love those colours. Nan's dinner plate with orange, but really beautiful. This is going to be a baby blanket. All the ladies didn't mind me videoing their projects. I asked them all as I sort of went round. This is a wheat, it's going to be a sweater scarf, and it's in a wheat stitch, which I've seen that stitch before on someone's YouTube channel. It's very nice. This is a scarf, but it's done with a really sort of, it's Sweet Treat Shepiers, which is quite a fine wool. This is going to be a Lily Bjorn blanket, and she was just doing some of the circles. And then we had, so that's the pattern for that one. This is a virus shawl, I think it is, but done in a really nice cotton yarn. So I was very impressed with that. I really liked the feel of it. This one is a filet shawl, because that's a type of crochet, and it's going to be in one yarn, but it's rainbow colours, so it just feeds in, so that's really good. And then next up we have, this was Mum beside her. She was doing one of her patterns. I don't know which one it was. It's going to be a wrap, that's it, and I'm not sure if the pattern's out yet, but it's in a Shepier's Whirl, which I've got one of those balls, a Shepier's Whirl, because the colours are just irresistible. And this one, the last one, was a cardigan by MJ Off the Hook. It's Caribbean Breeze, and I'm going to look that one up because it was beautiful. So it was lovely to have a good look round all the things that everyone was making. So I'm back, it's the next day. I'm going to briefly show you the things that I purchased because they're lovely. But a big thank you to Lisa and Linda for welcoming me. I went on my own. I'm quite all right going to these things. I went to the Lay Family Yarn on my own. And you find, because people are crafters, you meet, they're so friendly and welcoming. And I went straight in and Linda said hi and she greeted me. And I sat down next to her because there was a space there on the table. She said, you can sit here, but you'll have to be next to me. And that was perfect because I actually wanted to ask them a little bit about their business because they organise a lot of retreats and I've got a retreat coming up. So it was kind of my research day as well. And I think I did stress you can do any craft you want there. There was a lady knitting. Their kits that some of the people won for the prizes for the bingo were punch needle. So everybody does a lot of different crafts. So you are welcome to do any craft you want there. And I thoroughly recommend it. Let me show you what I purchased. In my goodie bag, I wasn't expecting a goodie bag at all, actually. We all had lovely goodie bags and all had slightly different wool colours, I think, in it. This was a James C. Brett. It's a DK, colour is just SHO2, so it's a wool acrylic blend, but it's got a bit of a sort of halo to it, a bit of fuzziness. Even though it says it's DK, it does look quite thin, but you could sort of hold it double with something. But that's really nice, really soft. Honestly, did not expect a goodie bag on top of the cream tea and the whole day there, and all the snacks and the pastries and the help in it. Anyway, so I think you get the picture. A couple of Haribo and a unicorn pen, which I wouldn't say no to a unicorn ever. Great for the bingo, so that was good. Then the two pop-up shops that were there, we had Amanda was on my table from Mrs. G Makes, and she doesn't actually live that far from me. She also has a YouTube channel, so do go and check her out. She does vlogmases and things like that. But yeah, so she's Amanda. She is on Etsy as Mrs. G Makes, and this is one of her stitch markers, which I thought was really cute. It was only £2 something, I think. And then this is really, I haven't seen these before. So it's a yarn cake cozy. Number one, I love the design, but this is for, I'll just move that to the side. When you have sort of hand-dyed yarn and you cake it up like this, basically you put this over the top. I'm going to demo it. And you do a center pull, and then it keeps it all together so that it doesn't unravel, which can really happen. And so you do a center pull, and then as it gets smaller and smaller, this yarn cozy just shrinks. And a couple of the ladies had them there as well, and you could see when they were just down to the last little bit, it had just sort of shrunk right down, so still holding it, but really useful. So I shall be testing that out. And this was about £4, £5 something. So go and look on her Etsy shop. Yarn cake cozy for 100 grams, this one for the size. But yeah, really sweet. Then we also had Dear You. Now she had a couple of business names. So the patterns are something else, and the items that she was selling were under Dear You. Sorry, the blind is making noise. I hope you can't hear it. So this badge is official yarn squisher. I just had to get that because I say sometimes before I go to the yarn shows, let's go and squish some yarn. So I'm going to put that on my bag. These are some, they're called doll needles, but they're really, this one's really long. So when you're doing arigurumi and you're sewing stuff on and you're trying to sew stuff through, sometimes your needle's not long enough. So this really intrigued me actually, and these weren't much at all. I'm not sure, she might have an Etsy shop, I'll have a double check, but Dear EWE is the name of that, and the kits that you saw. And then the other thing I bought, let me just cover it up so that I don't show you any of the pattern. Ooh, there we go. This is the Festival Fade shawl, which I pulled out and was looking at on the stand. And her pattern's business name is Keep Calm and Crochet on UK. So you'll be able to find her, I think, definitely on Ravelry, because I know she has these patterns on Ravelry. And again, I will try and link her down below. But this is a lovely asymmetrical shawl, which I would like to have a go at. And it came in, so you get the printed version, and then you can also, there's a code on the back, and you could go to Ravelry and have it a digital pattern as well, because some people really like that. But yeah, loving my, nearly called it a tea cozy, my yarn cozy, and my beautiful wool. And look at this little stitch marker, isn't that cute? So we've got quite a few things coming up on this channel over the next few weeks. I cannot wait to go to Carry On Crafting. I am really looking forward to it. It's going to be a very good event, and it's going to be different as well, different to some of the other wool shows I've bought you. Amora's going to that one, and actually I went to the Wool Monty on Saturday, and Amora was there. I met her. I did do some video footage, and that is going to go in my studio vlog at the end of the month. We also have my yarn stash. So I did my fibre stash video, and everyone really enjoyed that. And I said, do you want to see my wool for knitting and crochet? Well, I don't knit, but for crochet. And lots of people said yes. And they said they really like to see all the colours. And to me, that's part of the beauty of like hand-dyed yarn and things like that, is the colours are amazing. So I'm going to be doing my yarn stash over the next week or so. We've got Tour de Fleece coming up. I got my World of Wool mystery box, the Golden Fleece, I think it's called. So that's really exciting. Going to do a bit of spinning. Don't worry. Needle felting is still my passion. I do a lot on Patreon now with tutorials, because I've monetized it slightly differently, but I will be putting some more tutorials out here on my channel too. So Tour de Fleece, that's great. And then over the next week or so, if I am lucky, I am approaching a certain number. My subscriber level is getting close to the 100,000, and it's been how many, 6 or 7 years that I've been here, and anyone who's been following for a while will know my channel got hacked about 5 or 6 months ago. I technically did lose it all for a bit, but I got it all back, so that was good. So I feel very privileged and fortunate to be in this position where I could be approaching it. And if I do, there will be a celebration. I'm not going to do a live because I'm not good with lives, but there's going to be a celebration, and a video is going to go up for 24 hours only. So definitely make sure you watch that. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. So thanks for watching everybody, and for being here, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.